Hello, I'm Zalaz aka Bill, and welcome friends to the brink of madness. This week was a personal challenge issued by one Friendbot, a demonic sort of entity that has been known to send Let's Players to the depths of hell itself. Now, while my fellow competitors may fear him, I certainly do not, so I welcome his so-called Let's Play death race. The first leg of this race is Syd of Valis, a game so terrible, so horrible. The mistress of SocksMakePeopleSexy.net had to physically destroy a copy just to rid herself of the evil contained within. Well, I guess it's not so much evil so much as it is just incredible apathy in programming this game. As you saw, I had to tank through that entire section of narrow platforms and wide pits, and so many floating enemies. But it only gets worse from here. We have a invincibility power-up, and a bunch of enemies in a vertical scrolling section of a horizontally scrolling platformer. Those are never good, especially with a ton of enemies. It's like the developers just gave you the invincibility power-up, expecting you to just run through it, like saying... I don't know what they were saying. They were speaking in Japanese. I don't know Japanese. But they didn't figure that in when they forgot to translate the credits on the game over screen. Speaking of game overs, Friendbot actually robbed us of the few extra lives and bombs that this game gives you initially when giving us the save state. Isn't that nice? So we're dealing with this boss, I guess, over here. Fire swords into the air occasionally, which are easy to deal with. He might maybe shoot some sword beams, which can also be dispatched with our sword beams. And he also has a wildly inconsistent hitbox, making this boss fight stretch on for longer than expected. But it's okay. We've taken care of him. And now we've come to Act 3, this pastel pink castle in Lord knows where. You know, I actually like the Valis series. I have the first and the third game for the Genesis. The first game actually being the Mega Drive version. But this game is kind of terrible. This boss takes way too many hits to kill, and is pretty much a luck-based affair. He'll either hang around on the opposite side of the screen and not bother you, or zoom up to you and take off hits liberally. But from him we get the speed bikini and the three-way beam. Only one of those is actually very useful, but we're going to equip both of them, because why not? The speed bikini will speed up our character to ludicrous speeds. She's actually almost kind of faster than Sonic, really. And this isn't a game built around moving around fast. And you also get, like, reduced defense, so that's not fun. So we're gonna go back to the guard suit, which moves a little slower, but gives us a respectable defense. Oh, hey, looks like they didn't program that pit over there. Telling it. What happened to you guys? I mean, seriously, you guys used to make such good-ish mediocre games, and now this is just terrible. So terrible. But, whatever. This is the game that we were given, and this is the game I'm going to succeed with. That was a full health power-up, so we didn't really need to we didn't really need to bother with those enemies that just took a lot of hits out of us. And we just treat this boss, this mini-boss, with the same amount of apathy. I mean, the game developers didn't care, why should we? But, you see, this leg of the race, we only had to play this game for 5 minutes. So we're almost done. There's a horribly designed boss over here, but we're not going to fight him. We're not going to deal with his unavoidable missiles and incredibly small hitbox. Oh no. We've got something much better than that. Oh yes. What we have here is is... Oh, there we go. Battletoads in Battlemaniacs for the Super Nintendo. Specifically the bonus stage, coming right after the second stage. And once again, we've been robbed of all of our lives for some reason. You guys may recognize this section of the stage from the intro to that one reviewer's videos, the gaming in the Clinton years, something or other. The Reciprés of those were pretty good. And speaking of Recipré, Diabetes actually did a 2007 Let's Play of this game, and somehow got 470 pins through this round. But let's see if we can top them. Those rats over there, if you pay attention, you'll notice that they come in like 4 waves before changing up their attack pattern. That's 2, 3, and 4, and then they're going to be going up and down. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Concerning the stage itself, I have really no idea what the heck's going on here. We got a bunch of playing cards, a bunch of bowling pins. We're either on a checker piece or a hockey puck. I really don't know. We're kind of gliding through this like this is some sort of air hockey table. It's a bonus game, so it's a bonus game. You can't really die in this stage. You can get knocked out by getting hit by those black pins. They'll remove some of your score and take off a point of health. But other than that, yeah, the mice actually don't do any damage. They only take off points, and both the mice and the black pins take off 5 points. We don't want points taken off, though. Now, those blue pins, they give us 5 points, so we have to be mindful of them. So we have this wave of rats, and then that wave of rats. How they're even steering those hockey pucks, I really don't know. But, I mean, in a game as ridiculous as Battletoads, why bother asking? In a competition as ridiculous as this, why bother asking? This is the very edge of sanity here. Questions are useless. 1 + 1 is fish. There are knights and pawns and rooks in the background, but this ain't no chess round. Good thing too, because I kind of suck at chess. But that is a story for another day. Here we already have 470 pins. This is our last run, and that's 480. A respectable score, I hope. But we're not done. The conditions for this particular section were to either get knocked out of the bonus stage or to play for 5 minutes. We still have 2 minutes. So we get treated to Turbo Tunnel 2.0. Yes, the dreaded Turbo Tunnel that handed many runs for the NES Battletoads, and now we're playing its younger Super Nintendo equivalent. The good thing it's only 2 minutes though, because it doesn't really ramp up to horribly disfiguring difficulty near the end. At the end point. What am I saying? But anyway, we just have these things to jump over, and those ramps to jump over, and this is all kind of self-explanatory, really. Just the Turbo Tunnel with a different color palette and more bits and stuff. Okay, so now we're coming up to some more hurdles and some wall things floating. I mean, you can't jump too late or you'll hit them. You jump on that ramp. You don't get a lot of time to react to all of this. You don't want to get on that ramp either. You just gotta memorize everything. That's pretty much how to get past this part. Oh, dang, we missed that ramp, but we can just jump over that section. Yeah. Anyway. Thank goodness that we're almost done with this section. We're almost done. We've got about 10 seconds left. So we just got a bunch of ramps, a bunch of walls. Gotta move quickly now before we hit any of them. Gotta jump on that blue thing. But what awaits us after this is even worse. Skate or die. Skate or motherfucking die. Oh my gosh. Why? Why, Friendbot? Why skate or die? Anyway. We're skating to the ramp. The freestyle ramp. We're just gonna take it slow. Jumping over that roll-in actually doubles our points for whatever we're doing. Pressing A in the air lets us torque a bit, gives us a little more points. We kind of screwed up there. Okay. But we're fine, we're fine. Things haven't gotten too out of hand yet. Oh, man. But I'm just gonna grind it over there. There's a lot of... Oh, dang it. There's a lot of things you can do on this ramp, and they all require very precise button combinations. It's very stressful. We got 4,000 points because we kind of mixed up our move variety, and now we're coming up to the high jump. Oh, frickin' high jump. I actually had to use a PlayStation controller for this one. I had to wear out the analog stick for it because for whatever reason, they switched up the controls from the freestyle ramp. No longer do you hammer down A to speed up. Oh no. You have to move the directional pad around. And with a laptop, you can't really do that with like the arrow keys. So I had to just use a controller and pretty much wore out my only good PlayStation controller. Thanks. So we're just gonna skate through this grass over here. Jump right here. Oh, by the way, you don't really notice it now, but the turning in this section is freaking slow and horrible. I hate this game. I freaking hate this game. I freaking hate this game. But we're through with this in a very respectable time of 23 seconds. The jam isn't as bad. The controls are similar, but you can turn a lot easier. I have no idea why that is for this part. Maybe the slope isn't as intense. You can actually punch that other guy, get some points. I never really bother though. I just usually get my points out of getting cans. You ideally want to jump over those speed bumps over there. There's a secret passage over here, but we missed the glass bottle at the end. Not that it matters. Lester is kind of a wuss when it comes to this sort of race. His forte is actually the next event. You can actually jump on the police car and get some more points. And now we come to the final section of Skate or Die, the pole joust. The dreaded pole joust. And, okay, no, Lester's kind of a wuss here too. But, no, he's a very aggressive attacker, I suppose. But we need to hang around the edges of the pool to avoid getting hit. Not like how I did right there. You just really need to know where he's coming from at all times. See, he's really easy to take out if once you have the full stick thing, because his moves are kind of predictable when he doesn't. Now, yeah, pretty much the main strategy to avoiding Lester is to hang around the edges, and we almost got hit there. But we just need one more kill to fulfill our rabid bloodlust. He won't be getting up anytime soon. No, he's already up. But now we've come to our final challenge for until this video reaches 20 minutes in length. We're going to be playing Columns, a puzzle game that I feel pretty much meh about. I don't have anything against Columns or anything, it's just there are better puzzle games out there. Yes, Puyo Puyo being one of them, but this isn't about that. This is about Columns. Columns is a game I have a strange history with. My first exposure to it was actually a Chinese or Taiwanese knockoff for the Famicom named Magic Jewel. not a bad knockoff. It's very playable, not too buggy. As you may have noticed, we're playing on the flash option for this game. Pretty much the goal of this one is to take out that flashing piece on the bottom row. And the longer you take, the higher the level goes up, so be mindful of that. Why did we choose the fruit, though? Well, actually, there's this bonus point. No, I'm just kidding. Really no reason whatsoever. I kind of like the fruit sprites anyway. So, yeah. If you've never played columns before, essentially what you do is you match up 3 or more of the same shape and/or fruit and/or gem to get rid of them, and you can actually match them up diagonally. That's kind of a rarity in these sorts of falling block puzzles. You can't actually shift the pieces to be horizontal or vertical. You can only shift the contents of the columns, and well, that's one of my complaints about the game. So you can't really shift. I mean, it's very restrictive. I mean, compared to other falling block games, you know. But we're just gonna have to deal with what we're given, you know. That's just the way it is in the Friendbot death race. Oh my gosh, we are only at almost 17 minutes. 3 minutes of this. How am I supposed to commentate over 3 minutes of a puzzle game? Oh man. This music is from the Mega Drive version of Tetris. Yeah, the Genesis actually got a version of Tetris. It was quickly removed off of shelves, like days after release though, because of the whole Tetris scandal concerning Nintendo and Tengen and Russia itself. But it's a decent port based off of Sega's arcade version of Tetris. The Genesis version and its arcade equivalent actually not recently, but it got a port to the PS2 in some compilation or something. I've yet to check it out, but it seems alright, me being a Tetris fan and all. But yeah, setting up combos in this game, it's kind of, I'm not very good at it, so whatever combos happen here, like that and that, just kind of happen on accident, to be completely, entirely honest with you. Although I do like the music for the this flash segment. It's very techno-pop-ish, I guess. I don't know, it just feels very Yellow Magic Orchestra-ish to me. But I have terrible taste in music, so what do I know? Oh dear. Only 18 minutes. What would a more competent Let's Player do if faced with this dilemma? Welcome to the Nostalgialympics. We ate the final week. This week we have to play columns for the Master System. Oh great. I actually prefer Puyo, but that doesn't matter to this dang show. I have to beat Fresno before I don't know, lyrics, do. I've got less than a minute left. The song is speeding up, 'cause I'm doing pretty well here. I just passed 20 minutes here, but I'll still sing 'cause it break the flow. No, you know what? I think I'm just gonna stop here. Thank you for watching my video and stuff, and I hope I get a good score and stuff, but if I don't, that's fine. I kind of appreciate it. See you guys next week, or next, whatever. This has been Zalaz. I tried. I really did. I'll see you guys later. Bye.